Advisor, Minister of Local Government, Rural Development Cooperatives, respected Chairperson Musammad Shahnara Khatun, Secretary, Rural Development Cooperative Division, Honorable Special Guest Dr. Hussain Jilur Rahman, Chairman PPRC, Chairperson BRAC, and BUG Member of BARD, Honorable Special Guest Professor Tofail Ahmed PhD, Local Government Specialist and BUG Member of BARD, representatives from different ministries, divisions, government, autonomous and non-government organizations, distinguished scholars, academics and practitioners, representatives from different print and electronic media, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I extend a warm welcome to all of you those gathered here today in the 57th Annual Planning Conference of BARD. I would like to express my gratitude to the Chief Guest, Honorable Advisor, Minister of Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives, for his gracious presence in this inaugural session of the APC. Sir, your kind presence and policy directives in this session would inspire us, motivate us to carry out our planning process of the APC in a more effective and dynamic manner. I extend my sincere thanks to the respected Secretary, Rural Development and Cooperative Division, since she graced the occasion as chairperson. Sir, your presence and guidance will inspire us in the business session of the APC. I would like to offer my special thanks to Dr. Hussain Jilur Rahman and Professor Tofail Ahmed PhD for joining this important event of BARD. I would like to take this opportunity to inform you that Dr. Hussain Jilur Rahman and Professor Tofail Ahmed has been nominated as the Honorable Member of Board of Governance of BARD. Sir, we are very enthusiastic and we are waiting sir, for having you in our board meeting. And for your kind information, sir, the board meeting, date of the next board meeting has been fixed on 14th October. And sir, we will be immensely benefited from your presence and your directives in our board, sir. Thank you. I express my deep gratitude to all the distinguished guests and participants. Ladies and gentlemen, the annual planning conference is a tradition of BARD. This is an event to engage different stakeholders with the planning process of the organization. This is an opportunity to seek stakeholders' opinions and advices so that the needs and priorities of the country are better reflected in the researches, action researches and training activities of BARD. In the APC, BARD shares the performance of its training researches and action researches of the previous year and puts forward the plan for the forthcoming year. The comments, observations of the participants help BARD in improving its performance, identify priorities and work out realistic plan for the coming year. I would like to avail this opportunity to very briefly highlight the significant activities of BARD of the last year. A detailed report will be presented in the subsequent sessions. BARD during 2023 and 24 implemented 2 annual development program funded projects and 16 action researches with research grants from the government. Besides, BARD organized 195 training courses for 8,341 participants. BARD completed 11 research studies in the reporting year. BARD experimented with innovative ideas of collective farming through mechanized cultivation and village organization and floodplain aquaculture through community enterprises. BARD also conducted research on impact of regulation on the microcredit programs. In the case of training, BARD engaged its efforts for capacity building of the community healthcare providers and government officials of different departments, including health and education. BARD regularly conduct foundation training course for the officers of Bangladesh Civil Service Health and Bangladesh Civil Service Education category. Distinguished audience, our rural development is not an exception to our overall development. Rural economy and society has developed tremendously since our independence due to different policies, programs and projects. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, rural Bangladesh and rural economy is transforming at a big pace. Both farm, non-farm sector are being diversified. Bangladesh envisioned rural transformation as early since our independence. We emphasized effective measures for radical transformation in rural areas covering aspects like agriculture revolution, rural electrification, rural industrial development, improvements in education, communication, and public health. In this journey, mechanized irrigation allowed increased cropping. Mechanization of agriculture led to enhanced agricultural productivity, and extensive network of rural roads connected rural hinterlands with urban centers. Microcredit and remittances sent by Bangladeshi diaspora. All these had seismic effect on the rural economy. Distinguished guests, some distinct features of our rural transformation are: number one, the end of remote village. Our traditional mental image of the village as remote place has collapsed. Roads penetrated deep inside the rural Bangladesh. Villagers don't feel isolated anymore. Number two, a new scale of non-farm work. The proliferation of diverse non-farm activities in rural areas challenges our historic sense of village. It is an accepted reality. It is said that 10% growth in agriculture propelled 6% growth of non-farm activities in rural areas. Number three, rural entrepreneurs. The new rural entrepreneurs is a potential multitasker. They do farm-induced, non-farm works all at once. An entrepreneurial culture, remittance, a desire to change labor-intensive agrarian life, policy support and digital access to services have taken hold in rural Bangladesh. Number four, the rise of rural middle class. The rise of a rural middle class has transformed the societal landscape in Bangladeshi villages. Number five, digital rurality. Access to online services and information has been reconfiguring rural life despite a low-level digital literacy among the rural population. Distinguished guests, despite all these transformative issues in rural economy and society, agriculture development is still a crucial for improving our livelihoods of the rural poor, generating employment and reducing poverty. Some of the challenges on the path of our rural development are: number one, mechanization and technologies of agriculture and rural development. Mechanization is still underdeveloped and hampered by a range of constraints like small farms, fragmented lands, limited access to finance, inadequate after-sales service and service centers. Corporatization of agriculture. This is a very important issue. We have to consider it because you see the Pran, Akis and other squares. These corporate sectors, they are coming into agriculture. These have both positive and negative impact. We have to consider all these things very carefully. Number three, agriculture commercialization, market connectivity and value chain. Number four, food safety standards. Number five, urban-rural connection. Number six, rural-urban migration. Number seven, gender issues and women empowerment. Number eight, inequality in income status. Number nine, rural employment. Number 10, rural environment and climate changes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have to pursue researches and provide policy guidelines to overcome the challenges of rural development to transform Bangladesh into developed economy and achieve our SDG goals. To achieve rural development, we used to embrace integrated approaches that consider social, economic and environmental dimensions. Fostering rural-urban linkage, promoting cooperative efforts, investing in infrastructure and providing rural areas with access to markets, technology and education, and effective reform of rural local government structure are among the strategies that can contribute to sustainable rural development. Distinguished participants, it's not enough to have idea and half-baked vision. To execute that vision and make it reality, we need actionable steps and milestones. Those will be formulated in the APC. APC will generate efficiency with a clear plan for the next 276 days, because we don't have a year in front, already 3 months gone. And the entire bird family will be more productive. I strongly believe that with your enthusiastic participation in this academic exercise, we will be able to work out 3 separate realistic plans on training, research and action research. The APC offers a platform for idea sharing. Therefore, please open your heart and let us have your best ideas and suggestions. Respected guests, once again I express my deep gratitude to the Honorable Chief Guest for his kind presence despite his busy schedule. I look forward to having valuable advice and direction from the Honorable Chief Guest. I am delighted to express my profound honor and reverence to the respected Secretary, RDCD. Similarly, I express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Hussain Jilur Rahman and Professor Tufail Ahmed, PhD, for joining this special occasion of Bharat. I am grateful to the participants for joining us in the APC in spite of their due official engagement. I thank the APC convener and his team for showing their utmost sincerity in arranging the APC. I also thank all my colleagues in Bharat for their very cordial support in different ways. Thank you all. Allah Hafiz.